Hello, my name is Jasmine Walker. I will be your instructor on today. Today we have our two students, our little kindergarten class, y'all wave.
Yay, hello.
And I have my daughter and my mom participating. Now, for today's lesson, I read out loud. We are going to read the story, What a Mess. Look very closely to that book. Now I want you guys to look at the book.
Looking at it, I'm looking
Look
at it.
very closely. Now, before we read the book, I want you to look at the cover of the book. Now, let's brainstorm. Let's cut on our brains. Very good. Now, I want you to look at the cover of the book. Look at the cover of the book. Now, what do you see on the cover?
I see your favorite characters, like the hair, her hair, her.
What do you see?
I see where they done made a mess. They was eating, and they got the baby don't want to eat, and spilling the food. And I see food all on the table, not in the plate.
Very good.
All on the books.
Okay, so in the story, I have another question. Have you ever had a mess in the room and you lost something because it was so messy?
No,
Yes.
I haven't.
You haven't? So that means you have a neat room, don't you? Okay. What about you, Miss Angela?
I have been looking for something in the kitchen, and it be right in my nose, right in front of me. But it's so much other stuff on the table that I couldn't find it. So it was a mess.
So we are going to that. That is called a prediction. So what we just did was a prediction. We had our own prediction in our own mind by looking at the picture. So by us looking at the picture, we are going to read the story. So let's look at the story. All right, now this author is called Marc Brown. Say Marc Brown.
Marc Brown.
Now he is the one that wrote the book.
Yeah.
When you hear someone say author, who's the author of the book?
Marc Brown.
Marc Brown is the author of this book. But when you hear the word author, usually the word author is a person who writes the book. Now, Marc Brown also illustrated this book. He also, meaning, do anybody know? Let's think for a second. Let's use our thinking cap. Let's think. What does illustrator mean? Does anybody know what illustrator means? Nova, do you know what illustrator means?
The illustrator, he writes the pictures, right?
He draws the pictures.
Draws the
Very
pictures.
good, very good. Now we're gonna get started on this story, and I want you to use your listening ears. Let me see your listening ears. Eyes on me, hands in your lap. Voice level 0. The title of this book is called What a Mess.
Mess.
DW opened the front door. Grandma Thora, here, she yelled. Thanks for coming over, said Dad. Grandma Thora took Kate from Dad's arm. You're welcome, she said. Everybody's acting so weird, said DW. I haven't seen Mom and Dad for a gazillion hours. Your mom is working really hard, said Grandma Thora. It's tax time, and your dad has a big party to cater. Well, will you play with me, asked DW. I love to, Grandma Thora. DW played her drums for Grandma Thora. Wait to hear it. Again, she asked. No thanks, DW, said Grandma Thora. I have a headache. I can help you, said DW. She ran to get her doctor bag. DW trapped Grandma Thora's knees with a plastic hammer. It's a headache. All right, she said. You need some rest. And don't worry, said DW. I can handle everything. Just sit back and watch Crazybles. Now, as we looking through the store, now what do you see all in the living room?
Toys, mess, like a lot of mess.
A lot of mess. And that is one of our tier words, mess. So we're going to talk about that word a little bit more. Mom was trying to work when Arthur and DW ran into her office. Arthur, take off those dirty shoes, said DW. What? Asked Arthur. I'm in charge, said DW, and you need to clean your room. Mom, called Arthur. You too will have to work it out, said Mom. But Dad pleaded. Does anybody know what pleaded means?
Ask a big.
That's a good answer. Okay. But Dad pleaded, Arthur. Have to go. I'll be late, Dad said. We can talk when I get back. I'm older, said Arthur. So if anybody is in charge around here, it's me. Oh, no, you didn't, said DW. I thought it was first. We need to do some laundry, DW said, looking at his dirty clothes. It's my uniform, said Arthur. I'll wash it. You can't wash everything together, warned DW. After tossed his uniform into the washer and added detergent, you need more soap, said DW. And when Arthur wasn't washing, DW added more soap. Lots more soap. Now look at this. Something is going wrong. What do you think is going wrong?
Put too much soap in the water.
They're putting so much soap in the water, and Arthur is distracted. You should be watching.
So you think it's going to be a big mess? Yes.
You should stop.
Uh-oh, look at this. Soon soap bubbles overflowed. Overflowed is basically something full that spills out and it goes everywhere on top of everything. That's what overflowed is. Okay?
That's not fun.
Soon soap bubbles overflowed from the washing machine and covered the floor. You messed up, said DW giggled. You mop up, said Arthur. I have to take out the trash. You mop, said DW. I take the trash. The trash is my job, argued Arthur. Arthur tried to grab the trash bag, but it slipped, fell over the wet floor. Better clean this up, said DW. Somebody might slip.
I don't like DW. She's actually an L anyways.
Arthur watched DW take the trash outside. You forgot to put the lid on the can, yelled Arthur. A few minutes later, DW looked out the window. There goes your dumpy dog running around with an ice cream carton on his head, said DW. Oh no, grunted Arthur. So what's wrong with Arthur? How do you think he feels?
He feels sad or happy, I don't know.
Don't you think he feels frustrated?
Frustrated at her because she's an L.
Don't you think he feels frustrated and kind of confused? A lot going on. It's a big mess in the house, and DW is not making it any better, so that can make someone frustrated. They're not being helpful.
I would be helpful.
A little while later, Arthur went to check on Grandma Thora. Need anything, he asked. No, thank you, Arthur said, Grandma Thora. Anything I could do for you? Asked DW. No, thank you, DW, said Grandma Thora. Now, in the story, we're going to take a pause. Why do you think Arthur can't find what they are looking for, Arthur and DW? Why do you think they can't find what they're looking for?
Because it's a mess.
It is a mess. Why it's a mess?
Because they just make a lot of mess. It's terrible.
So I noticed one of our Cody the Cougar rules is it be responsible, be safe, and be respectful. So you think our friends are being respectful? How they're being useless, using everything in the house and playing with different things? Do you think that's being respectful?
No.
Do you think that's being responsible?
No.
And I'm going to go back in the story. Arthur failed. Remember he failed?
Yes.
So is that being safe?
No.
No, it's not.
He could have got arm broke, a leg broke.
Exactly.
He could have got like a back crack. I don't even know.
Right.
So let's remember our words, our rules. So our rules matter, doesn't it? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Just let me know if you change your mind, said Arthur. Your tennis wish is my command. Offer DW. 1 second thought. Grandma Thor replied, maybe you two could give Kate her snack together. So Grandma Thor is trying to bring them together to do something helpful. Look at this. DW ran into the kitchen. I know what Kate likes, she said. She likes these little orange crackers, said Arthur. Kate put a handful of cereal in her mouth. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
DW ignored Arthur. Look, Kate, it's your favorite, she said. Crunch cereal. Kate put a handful of crackers in her mouth. She needed raisins, said Arthur, peeling through them on her tray. What you think is going to happen next?
I think they're going to make a huge mess and then nothing else is going to happen. The house is going to be so messy.
We going to see. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, Grandma, that's why you need some delivery.
Suddenly there was a loud splash. Some soggy cereal hit Arthur on the head. Then gooey crackers and raisins landed in DW's hair. Kate started crying. Now look what you've done, cried DW. Poor Kate tried to eat everything you gave her. So DW is blaming Arthur, but did she help make that mess?
Yes.
No, said Arthur. She tried to eat everything we gave her. Now we can have to clean up this mess. Kate stopped crying when Mom and Dad came in. What happened? Asked Mom. It's a long story, said Arthur. It's nice to see you two helping each other, said Mom. But maybe you could use our help to clean up this mess. Okay, said DW, but I'm in charge. The end. What do you think about this story, you guys?
It's a good story.
It is a good story. Now, I have a question. What was the problem in the story? What was the main issue in the story? Miss Nova, can you tell me what happened to the story?
They made a huge mess. A huge mess.
It did make a big mess. Now, why it's important to keep everything organized? Why it's so important to be organized?
Cause you can get it from where you put it at.
You'll know where it's at. Yes, very good. Y'all gave me some great answers. Give yourself a hand. Now, I'm going to teach you guys some vocabulary words. Now, there was some interesting words in this story that I want to talk about. Now, one of the words on page 20, and we all know the word miss. Okay, so can anybody give me your definition? Let's just predict. Does anybody know what miss means? By raising your hand.
Yes. Mess means that you make a huge mess.
Okay. Do you have it, Miss Angela?
Mess means that everything is not organized. It's all messed up.
Okay. So,
Unorganized.
now we're going to use a clear definition of a mess. A mess is a place where things are not clean, or it can be all over the place. That's what a mess means, okay? Now, another word that I did point out on page 11, right here, overflowed. Now, in your own words, can you think, by looking at the picture visually,
Wait, you forgot Papa.
what you think overflow means? Say, go ahead.
Overflow means that you put way too much.